These are all in addition to the accessories that you've already seen. So he will come with a hard cape as well as a soft cape, 3 heads, 1,000,000 hands, 45,000 swords, all of that good stuff.
Oh, come on, you're only reacting because you know it's true. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and it's another week. Some stuff we've seen, some new reveals, some stuff just in packaging, because, hey, what the hell. We're coming around to about, well, it is still May, or just May, whichever way you want to look at it, but it's kind of the run-up to what would have been San Diego Comic-Con. So it's kind of hard to distinguish what companies were planning for San Diego and are now revealing as just regular reveals, or that wasn't San Diego and they were just planning on... Who cares, right? I mean, it's toys. We get to look at toys, and there's nothing wrong about that. Touching back on something I talked about last week, the Coffin Comics Lady Death action figure from Executive Replicas and Loose Collector is on pre-order right now. $53 plus shipping. I know it's a little bit expensive, but small company, small venture, new start. I mean, there's a lot of newness here. Me, I'm just excited about getting a Lady Death action figure on the shelf that'll match the rest of my collection. What I failed to notice last week, and then completely missed the announcement altogether, was that this may be a line of action figures. Coffin Comics themselves said this is the start of a new action figure line. The back of the box shows Hell Witch, Chaotica, Lady Satanis, and La Muerta. I'm guessing the fate of these all depend on the sales of Lady Death, but at the price point, and I don't know, part of me feels like they're just going to go for it. They're going to release Lady Death, and then let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. But that's in the future. Let's worry about Lady Death first, see where it goes from there. And she is scheduled to release at the end of the year. The new Tamashii Nation cinema site has posted a few tasty teases lately, the first of which is a SH Figuarts DC Wonder Woman. They posted a page, you hover over the picture, a little teaser pops up. This is what we got for DC. I'm guessing this is the 1984 Wonder Woman that they debuted at La Mole Comic-Con in Mexico earlier this year. When was that? March. You hover over May 21st and it gives you a little Star Wars logo. May 27th gives you a Marvel logo. And then on the 28th, we will see the full reveals of all 3 figures and hopefully the solicitation. With all the prototypes they've shown at various shows over the past, oh my god, how long's it been? How many prototypes for Star Wars and Marvel? Who knows what they're going to reveal? Your guess is as good as mine. We can wish list all day. But what it comes down to is next Thursday, we'll find out. IG-11. Sticking with Figuarts, but getting less teasy, Bandai also posted pictures of an updated Dragon Ball Z Piccolo, and then a Kid Gohan. I don't collect the line, and it's been a while since I've seen an episode. This is an upgraded Piccolo, right? I mean, that's what they say, but I don't know the differences. If you do, let me know down in the comments, and be nice. Come on. We can't all be fans of everything, and collect everything, and know everything. But toot toot. We must. That was dumb as hell. I apologize for that. But we might as well keep that Robo Don't Know train going with the BBICN exclusive King of the Fighters 98 Iori and Terry. Just the original figures, different color scheme, which is common in fighting games. Yeah. Going over to the BBICN website, though, is kind of dangerous. I found this statue, which I want translated directly into action figure form. All the seams, all the whole look, the proportions, everything. Or this. I don't even collect this style, but seeing Joker in a mustache makes me want a Joker in a mustache. It's just a weird thing that sticks out at me. Even better, a Dark Knight Nurse Joker with a mustache just for no reason. In fact, make it removable and we can finally get a Nurse Joker. But I'm getting away from what we're actually talking about here. Digging around, I don't know exactly how to order these, but they say they're limited to 400 pieces, so they may be harder to get than usual. Today, well, Friday if you're watching this on Patreon, if you're watching it on YouTube, it was yesterday. But today is the last day of the pre-order window for the Super 7 Thundercats Ultimates Wave 3. But they aren't done with the updates, they're still hitting us with new stuff. Jaga has been updated with a 3rd head, make him look a little bit older with a bushier beard, kind of ragged looking, makes it more appealing to me for some reason, I don't know. It also now comes with a right hand holding the magical cloth that sprung forth the Thundercats costumes. I always forget they were naked in that first episode. And then finally, a wired cloth has also been added. That's on top of the accessories they've already given us. And they made a point to say that. You get all the accessories originally in there. These are extras on top of that. Another point of interest here, though, is that the prototype or factory test shot or whatever this is in a clear plastic. The new parts like the head and the hand are primer gray, and it seems to be an overspray, like they stuck it on there, then sprayed it. But could this be a hint at eventually seeing a spirit Jaga? Or is this just the plastic they had on hand? All in all, if you missed this pre-order window on the official Super 7 site, they're still up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. Super 7 also announces that Wave 2 of their New Japan Pro Wrestling line will go up for pre-order Monday. And that's all we have is this tease. And like I said, this week is just full of these. I don't know the Predator line from NECA really well, but they did post package shots of their 100th figure, Alpha Predator. There's just too many to keep up with, and I'm not a super fan of the Predator movies. I'll sit and watch them. I like them. I can quote them. It's just that I never got into the line. Like I said, we can't collect everything, but we can damn sure try. $30 ships in early June. Same situation for the Walmart exclusive NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie Casey Jones and Disguised Raphael 2-pack. But this time, I know this movie. I know this toy line. I have been waiting for this Casey Jones forever. When I saw the movie back in 1990, I somehow felt that 30 years later, I may be getting this action figure. I thought, someday in the future, I'm going to get a Casey Jones, and it will be amazing. And really, this is just a fantastic presentation of the character and all his accessories, and the Raphael in disguise is just icing on the vigilante cake. A good re-release that's in a different look. I mean, you're getting the same figure, yes, but the look is different. The only thing missing is a removable mask with Casey Jones' face underneath, but NECA has said that that is a likeness rights issue, and they're working on it, hopefully. Like I said, Walmart exclusive, so the hunt is on. We're going to be running over each other trying to get to these. But we've seen those before. And those. How about some new announcements from NECA? Well, okay, these were actually debuted at Toy Fair a couple of months ago, but they did solicit Wave 1 of their Back to the Future line. 7-inch scale, dubbed Ultimate. Back at Toy Fair, they showed the regular Marty from Back to the Future 1, and then Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan. But then come around to the solicitation, we get that same standard Marty from Back to the Future 1, coming with skateboard, a backpack, camcorder, a guitar, and alternate head with sunglasses. There's also Back to the Future Part 2 Marty, with the jacket, the hat, the shoes. It also comes with Pepsi accessories and a hoverboard. And then, of course, another alternate head. But then to round out the wave, we get young Biff, coming with an angry head, and then a case, and then the sports almanac, of course. I'm guessing the radiation suit is being held off for Series 2, but you see where I'm going to go with this. Where's Doc? Maybe they didn't want to just, here's the two main characters in the first series, don't worry about the rest. And then you're left thinking, I'll get Marty. Oh, and then might as well get the other Marty, right? I'm waiting for Doc. And then you need Biff, right? You need somebody to fight, a bad guy for the shelf. I'm hesitant to say it's a likeness rights issue with Doc. Maybe Randy has said something on Twitter that I've missed. But they make sure in Biff's description to say the licensed likeness of Tom Wilson. So, who knows? $26 scheduled to ship in August. Here's a promotional image of the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn, but with a mace. The sword version came and went. I'm hearing people are still getting it from, I don't know, other sources, Amazon, but I've also heard from other sources that the mace will replace some pre-orders since the sword is sold out. And it's spiffy, it's spiky, it's spawny. Medicom has put together a reminder that the MAFEX Into the Spider-Verse Peter B. Parker is right around the corner. Not anything we haven't seen before, just a good refresher. Plenty of accessories for several different looks here, but it still doesn't explain the lower legs. We see the alternate feet, where it's a boot and a shoe, or it's the Spider-Man costume, or it's just bare feet, but it doesn't say if the lower leg itself is swappable, because in the full body shot, you see bare leg sticking down under the pants. Hopefully we won't have to wait much longer to solve this mystery, because this is scheduled for June. Yes, it's MAFEX, it'll probably get pushed back, but it is kind of odd for Medicom to come along and release another promo image montage. Seems very confident of Medicom, like, here it is, it's coming right around the corner. I'm hoping. Because it's weird we don't get this same type of image from Miles, who is releasing at the same time, or at least scheduled to do so. We haven't seen much in the way of 1/12 scale Joaquin Phoenix Joker action figures, and that just leaves the doors wide open for third-party companies. Earlier this year, it was the Felix Clown. Now it is the Bullet Head Maniac. The soft goods look decent for a third-party company, but you get into a look like this, where it's layers and a suit, you're going to see stitching. It's going to look a little bit bulky. The main attraction here is the head, though. Sure, the shoes are nicely sculpted. He comes with a gun, but the head is very natural looking. It looks very accurate. Overall, the figure seems very proportionate, and since we already have Criminal in hand, the Dark Knight Joker from Bullet Head, we know that it's in scale with most of our other 1/12 scale lines like MAFEX and Figuarts. And while that figure, I didn't like the overcoat. I'm going to just jump straight to it. The trench coat over it just made it too bulky. It looked like he had no neck, but once you take that off, it may be one of my favorite Joker figures. $78, and nope, it doesn't come with the stairs. That is a $62 add-on. So if I do end up ordering this, yeah, I don't need the stairs. Again, small company, small run. They're trying to stay under the radar since it is unlicensed. But the Felix Clown had 4 head sculpts and many more accessories for $95. Then again, we're already familiar with Bullet Head product, with Criminal, so there's a sense of confidence in ordering the... Hell, I don't know. Decisions. Here's something out of the blue. A line of 7-inch scale Gladiators from Access-Ray Studios called Combatant Fight for Glory with the characters Reaper, Hyena, and Devilfish. They look a little basic from the engineering and paint standpoint, but concept, design, and accessories kind of make up for that. Take the hips, they look open, gappy, but once you get the accessories on it, like the lower, well, I hate to say skirt pieces or loincloths or rags, whatever's around their waist, that's hidden. The elbows are hinge and swivel, but these are big, beefy, bulky guys. There was going to be some hindrance in the arms anyway. And when I say basic paint, I mean mostly the eyes. But again, helmet, these are gladiators. They're going to be armed for combat at all times. And we all know who would win here, right? The bald, bearded guy. I mean, that's not up for debate. He's beautiful and strong and confident. Like I said, kind of out of the blue because these are already in some customers' hands. And the second series is already being worked on, giving you a broader range of combatants. You can find these right now on eBay for $65 a piece or $165 for a set of 3 on 5ktoys.com. Both of those options give a scheduled release date of June. It's always a scary situation when Mezco announces that they're going to do a Mezco exclusive 1/12 collective figure. You start getting those toy sweats and wondering how you're going to get it. Are you going to fight everybody else? Is the internet going to cooperate? Is it going to take PayPal? Is it going to take credit card? What's going to go on here? But with the MDX Blade, we didn't really see that. I mean, it was only up for a day. If you want it now, you have to join the wait list. But a day is still longer than a lot of the other MDX releases. And maybe because we've already had a couple of releases of Blade, and people thought, well, it's different a little bit, but I'm happy with the one I have. Some people didn't like the neutral expression to the face, which I'm good with. That's some of my favorite heads. But it's not like it didn't come with a toothy, fangy, snarly, mean head. For one reason or another, some passed. Nothing wrong with that. Me, I grabbed it because it's a different look for Blade. I can put it on a different shelf and interacting with other characters. The more Blades, the better. Because it's Blade. How many times can I say Blade? Blade. Comes with a submachine gun, a pistol, a shotgun, 2 bullet effects, 2 blades, that counts too, loads of hands, some stakes, his blade, 4 pairs of sunglasses in case you drop a pair or just want to share amongst the display, and then the 2 heads. $85 says it'll ship within the next month or so. Coming back around to a packaging revealed and a heaping helping of Robo Don't Know, here is the GameStop exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa 2-pack in their cardboard prison. And am I crazy, or does this Rita here look better than the original promotional images? I don't know, there's something about it. But today, again Friday, was also Fan First Friday over at Hasbro Pulse, and the Power Rangers team revealed some new additions to this line. The Putty Patrollers 2-pack is a good army building option. if you didn't want to buy multiples of, what was it, a Putty Patroller and a Green Ranger. There's the Psycho Green Ranger. I just like saying Psycho Green Ranger or Psycho Ranger. And then the Alpha 5 and Zordon 2-pack, or as I think of it, is that the Supreme Intelligence? Or possibly a Supreme Intelligence? The best thing about it, the presentation took about 4 minutes, they did the reveals, and all of this went up for pre-order. The Putty Patrollers 2-pack and the Psycho Green Ranger are on Hasbro Pulse right now for pre-order. Unfortunately, the Alpha 5 and Zordon 2-pack is a Walmart exclusive, but it's already up for pre-order on Walmart's site, so go, if you want it, go get it. Did I mention Blade? Oh. Speaking of Hasbro Pulse, right now they are also running the final vote for what we want to see in the next Star Wars Black Series archive line. Some mixed thoughts around the community on these choices, but what it comes down to is different people wanting different things out of the line. Commander Cody at this point is a hard to find figure. I don't think they would come back and make it removable helmet, so it would be essentially the same as the original release. But again, it's filling that slot for people who don't want to pay the secondary market prices now. Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan is in dire need of a completely new head. Don't just face print that tiny little noggin on the original figure. It needs an all-new head. Qui-Gon, again, a little bit hard to find at this point, and it was that experiment where they had a rubber face mask with the eyes on an inner piece, and it looked okay, but it looked puppety at the same time. Again, whole new head needed here. Photo reel that sucker. Riding high on the final season of Clone Wars, Ahsoka is in this mix, but we'll talk about her in a second after this. Greedo, another hard to find figure at this point. Remember when there were Greedos everywhere? And then it came in the 2-pack with Han Solo, and now Greedo is a harder to find figure. It's crazy how things work out. Leia Boushh, this one for me, yeah, sure, I'd like to see her with photo reel on the head, but that figure has always been too big to me. So, just like Leia Huttslayer, that's what we're calling her now. While that figure would look much, much better with photo printing on the face, that figure just seems too small. Django, again, harder to find now, and he had the removable helmet, so photo reel on the Tamura Morrison face. The 501st Trooper, I think only came in that multi-pack, if I remember right. But again, harder to get. Single card release that, you can army build some 501st. And then the controversial one, Jyn Erso. I ended up with 2 or 3 of those from the multi-packs and the single releases and the something else, I can't remember. But the main reason for people voting for her is we need a good Jyn Erso on the shelf. Again, hit her up with some photo reel, maybe even a new head sculpt, and I would buy it again. I mean, it would look better, right? I mean, that's the whole point. It's not a matter of, there's Jyn Ersos all over the pegs, I can still find some at my local Walgreens. It's about people wanting a good one that's actually worthy of the display. I have no idea who I'm going to vote for. Absolutely no idea. I'm going to have to sit down, think about it. But if you want to vote, head over to Hasbro Pulse. But I said we'd get back to Ahsoka, and ooh, GameStop spilled some beans. Now, these were already rumored to see a re-release in the Star Wars Black Series line, but there are listings now for all of the Rebels crew that we've seen in the Black Series line. Plus a member we've been waiting for, and let's go straight to that because it's at the top of the list. You already see it. You've all been wanting them. I want them. There is Zeb. And judging by the price, which after GameStop inflation, you subtract a percentage, you carry the knot, and it's going to be about $29.99, which means it's going to be a deluxe release. It also lists Ahsoka, Chopper, Ezra, Hera, Sabine, and even though not pictured, Kanan is also in the mix. Hopefully they'll treat this as an archive release and update the face printing tech on the characters who didn't have it the first time around. And that would be to match the Ezra, who is hard to find, so that's a good re-release too. He did have the photo reel. Perfect world, I wish like Ezra and Kanan would come with older head sculpts from later seasons, and then Sabine would have different colors to her armor and her hair. But that may be asking too much. I'm just hoping for upgrades. Get these released for the collectors who missed them the first time around. Photo reel for the suckers like me who will buy a new release that looks better than the old one. And then hit us with later season looks on down the road. But Zeb is the biggie here. Literally and figuratively. All of these are listed to release in August, which I am guessing was going to be Hasbro's San Diego Comic-Con reveal. It's like, hey, we're releasing all the Rebels, and they will be available in less than a month. Okay, Rabophany, tell me if there's any more news today, because, woo, Whew, I think that's it. If you're interested in seeing any of these pictures up close, or information, or links to pre-orders, this will all be on the Fwoosh front page Saturday at noon. Something to keep in mind, I don't think I said Blade enough. So, Blade. If you enjoyed this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe. Much love to the plus. If you're interested in seeing videos early, or just in a position to help out the channel, patreon.com. But wherever you may be watching this, I'll always catch you on the Fwoosh. Oh, and if your username is actually ChitaraFan6969, I apologize. I mean, just randomly came to my mind. Yeah.